So right at the top of this scene, Marla Grayson has to this point been feeling pretty pleased with life and business. She has got her cherry, which is the perfect client, the perfect ward, someone fairly able-bodied, very able-bodied, and likely to live a long and healthy life that she has maneuvered into care and can therefore leave her in care while stripping her of her assets. However, just prior to this scene, Marla has received a visit, an unexpected um, visit that was not in her appointment diary from a rather flashy, I would say, lawyer played by Chris Messina. And then he says that Jennifer Peterson is kind of off limits. She goes out to find out exactly who Jennifer Peterson is.
Jennifer, how are you feeling?
Why do I know you?
I'm your guardian, Marla.
Oh, thank God. I need help. I need my cell phone.
To call who?
So she comes in, she's pretty annoyed because she realizes she's made a mistake. She has to come under the guise of being a friendly and reassuring guardian, but she's pretty pissed off at this point.
Jennifer, do you know a man named Dean Erickson?
Who? What?
Dean. Dean Erickson, you know him?
Dean? No, I don't.
No. He says he works for you. He says he's a lawyer.
Lawyer. Does he look expensive?
Well,
And I think, Dianne, you knew exactly how you wanted Jennifer to look, didn't you, in this scene? You'd just taken control, I think, of the whole look. Am I right?
Well, I figure as down as I can go, and I can go pretty far down in appearance. That's where she should be. Just a mess.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
Everything she told me, like you can make a call whenever you want, it's not coming true. You know, I'll be back to see you soon, and you're going to be very comfortable here. Nothing's coming true. So there's suspicion. And also underneath everything, there's this a feeling of hope and then a feeling of despair, because I hope that my son will come soon and he'll get me out because, you know, he's my son. And then I'm despairing because he hasn't come.
Just you wait.
Jennifer, who are you?
So much drugs. Drugs I can't think.
Tell me who you are.
We sort of knew the shape of the scene, and within
Yes.
it, the lines didn't always follow the same order, did they? We sort of
No,
Because
they were.
followed your drugged state, really. We followed where Jennifer was coming out of her fog or into her lucid moments. And it strikes me about this scene that both characters are able to act, and that's what comes out, is that the Jennifer that we meet at the door when I take you is very different from, there's this underbelly of Jennifer.
Oh, you're a robber.
No, I'm your guardian.
You're my guardian robber.
Tell me who you are.
Ooh.
Jennifer, tell me.
I'm the worst mistake you'll ever make.
One of the keys to this scene is that for Marla, to any observer in the games room, she has to have body language that suggests that she is exactly what she says, which is a guardian paying a formal caring visit to one of her wards. So her manner, her body language, her face has to convey warmth and empathy and all the things that she actually is weaponizing.
You don't let me get out of this place.
Whereas, you know, the steel has got to come out in close quarters only, I suppose.
That's true. That's so hard to do. And you do it brilliantly.
I got nothing to say.
Listen to me.
Nothing.
I control your drugs, your food.
We could just play off each other because you are so open to anything that might happen. And that allows such a freedom in me and in the scene itself.
Not you, me. And I can make things very bad for you.
It was a wonderful thing to be able to do for me. It was delicious.
And I suppose, Dianne, in this scene, we're both trying to find out who the other one really is.
Yes.
That's the other thing about Jay's writing, is he never really does a duologue scene in which, you know, only one character wants something. He's very good at both characters wanting something from the scene, and that's why the scenes fizz, I think.
Have at it, you little crockett cunt.
When Rosamund was right there, and I said it to her face, I felt that mafioso stuff just come up in me. I'm gonna get you. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I'm gonna get you.
Have at it.
I felt I couldn't get any more miserable, really, so let her threaten me, I don't care.
It's very powerful. That's the thing about this film, is all the way through you've got this uneasy comedy going on, and yet the undertow is very real and distressing.
Yes.
And that's a very strange balance to play. And Jay Blakeson, who wrote it, obviously he is a master of his own tone, and without him, I don't think it would have worked.
When I watched the movie, I have never seen the determination, the perseverance, and the stamina in a woman that I saw in Rosamund. Never. And I kept on thinking, how is she doing this? This is all based on truth. This was an article in the paper. This happens in America.
Yes, it does. And that's what Jay read an article and thought, how can I get the biggest audience for this terrible thing? And it's not to tell it from the victim's point of view, it's to reverse that. And so deliver something that's delicious and wicked and fun.
Yes.
Which then people find that they are rightly very angry about.
Right. It's underpinned with such suffering, real suffering
yes.
in the world. Yeah.
And that is at play in this scene, isn't it? You know, you've got the kind of scene of a crime drama, or some sort of scene where two people are trying to get the lowdown on one another, and as I said, the undertow is something very tragic, really, very,
very tragic,
very truthful and tragic. I'm so pleased we got to talk about this scene. So I think it's really interesting.